know nothing about this situation at all.
Why is everyone spiraling over YouTube banning ad blockers?
Bro, this is literally... How many videos have we reacted to today? I think every single one has been pie.
It's like, chill guys, just use Pi. It's a free Chrome extension, and it basically...
This influencer faked brain cancer and claimed to find a cure.
They faked...
This influencer faked brain cancer and claimed to find a cure just...
Oh, wow! This was going deep! Alright, what a
scam
start!
an audience. It's like we're on a quest to find a new influencer low, and we have successfully found it today. Because let's be real, this is nothing short of a new depressing low. So here we are. Meet Belle Gibson, a former online influencer turned scam artist. She originally gained a following for offering hope to a lot of people who had been diagnosed with cancer. Gary.
Gary!
I didn't realize you were back there. Hopefully you behave. This
Dude,
was
Gary is so freaking cute. Look at him.
because she claimed to have brain cancer herself
Gary!
and said that she found a way to self-cure it through healthy
Gary's
eating
not.
and other remedies. And all of
Gary!
which was something you could apparently access from your own home.
Is it time
Gary!
to pay that money
No!
back, Belle?
It does send the message that you can pretty much get away with anything.
Belle Gibson's a master manipulator,
Master manipulator.
or as she had us believe, a 20-year-old with brain cancer and only 4
He's 20?
months to live.
Do you think you're dying?
Yeah.
Bro, you about to pull off that kind of a scam at 20?
You feel like you're dying.
Yeah, and I'm fine with that.
When I discovered Belle Gibson, I was like, oh my god, like, you know, this is it. This is what I can do. I too can cure myself through healthy eating.
Would you accept that you're a pathological liar?
No.
Offering hope to people that are literally dying is just so cruel.
I have to specify that it's not just giving them hope, it's giving them false hope. It's hope knowing that there is no hope. So you're sort of forcing them in a position where they can't even come to terms with their own reality. And that's just cruel.
Fined by the court for a reason.
What a... So this woman is faking...
If these accusations are true, what a piece of garbage.
brain cancer and claimed to have the cure, and then she used this bogus story to scam people online. This really feels like a new low. I can't even imagine how sick and twisted she must be to convince people to try her bogus treatment rather than just going to an actual cancer treatment center. So Belle's stories inspired a few different media adaptations.
And that's where I personally believe it starts to get criminal. If you are actively advocating against genuine, actual treatments that could help them, it's one thing to be like, hey, do this, do that, eat tomatoes because they're gonna help you and yada yada. All right, no, that's all cool. Do whatever you gonna do. 100%. If you believe that these herbal remedies are gonna help you, then you do take them herbal remedies and all that good stuff. But please don't also please take them in a safe way, and of course, please have at least not a little bit of faith, but use your rationality and stick to the medication that, for better or for worse, has been tested on a wide variety of people, and the effects have not only been well documented, but been proven to be effective. You get what I'm saying? Like documented, proven to be effective.
Netflix show released called Apple Cider Vinegar about this, and there's also a book out there called The Woman Who Fooled Me.
Now,
Apple Cider Vinegar.
it's a simple question.
Do you have brain cancer?
I've got cancer. 3 years ago, I was in chemo chucking hell.
So you think she's lying?
No, I know it for a fact.
Our lawyers are going to say we need medical records.
Absolutely. Some of them are at my mum's place, so it might take a minute to unearth.
Yeah, so I'm going to give you the scope of the story that inspired all these different adaptations. Belle came to the internet as a health influencer, and yes, I know how ironic that is. She's from Australia and born in 1991, even though, going off of her recent 60-minute interview, I'm not really sure if she actually knows how old she is.
23, right? Well, actually, how old are you?
I've always been raised as being currently a 26-year-old.
How old are you?
Well, I live knowing, as I've always known, that I would be 26.
Okay, Bill.
Okay, Belle. What does that mean? Just knowing I've always known that I'm 26. What is she on? Other than, you know, fake cancer at-home remedies. But
I'm so freaking I've never hated like this.
Belle's made claims that she's had a hard upbringing, saying that she didn't know her father, her brother was autistic.
Wow, how little I care about any of your circumstances leading up to the fact that you scammed, lied about, faked your cancer to scam your audience into taking to get money for money, and also convince them not to take their treatments so that could genuinely help. Like, I don't care. And anybody out there that wants to judge me for it, screw you. I literally work with special needs children. My job is with special needs children. My siblings are special needs children. I might have... That's a different story. Genuinely. No. My parents never had to scam people. I never had to scam people. Nobody that I've met needed to scam people because they had a special needs child, sibling. You can get a job. You don't need to scam. It's one thing to get the bag. It's a whole other to scam people. That's terrible.
And her mother had sclerosis. But honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if that wasn't true. You see, that's the problem. You fake cancer to scam your audience for many years. It's hard to know what's real or not anymore. I mean, there's obviously no love lost with her family, considering that she robbed her mom while her mom was in the hospital. So it really just goes to show you what kind of person this is.
The time Mum was in the hospice, you know, slowly passing away, Belle had the nerve to come to Brisbane, to my home, and clear the garage out. Like, Mum had jewelry up there as well in boxes. And I went back up there and it was all cleared.
Took all the jewelry
out, and then I contacted Belle maybe about a few days later, a week later, and she...
Is this her brother?
Couldn't say anything. She avoided it all.
So that jewelry's missing?
Yes.
Well, yeah, it's indefensible. She has no excuse. That sucks, dude. You could tell he's absolutely obliterated internally. Ugh. Because of course he wants to, like, love her, he wants her to be good, it's still family, it's someone you care about, someone you grew up with. But they're also a piece of garbage.
Not only scamming money.
And you can't, of course, I'm sorry, he can't say it, he's not going to, because no, but, you know, but damn.
People's sick relatives, she's also stealing from her own. But she later on went on to have a son and gained some followers online while she was living as a single mom. It was pretty soon after her son was born, in the early 2010s, that she started claiming online that she had brain cancer. Not only just a regular brain cancer, she had terminal brain cancer. And then what makes this story so much wilder is she claims that she healed said terminal brain cancer through healthy food and natural medicine. So I guess suddenly that brain cancer wasn't terminal anymore. But then she also said she had to go through a bunch of heart surgeries. She had a stroke, and that her cancer had spread to her blood and her uterus. And this is all by like 2014. Okay, so let's just check the timeline here.
How can you get worse than Boogie 2988 than this? Freaking hell.
So she has a kid in about 2009. She claims in 2010 that she has brain cancer and health issues. And then by 2014, she's claiming she's still alive through her at-home remedies, but that her cancer has sadly just spread across her entire body. If that was real, what a nightmare of 5 years. Either way, some busy 5 years. And it only got busier because on top of her blog, she also had an Instagram account that gained 300,000 followers that watched her self-healing story. She even launched an app which was called the Whole.
Can I say I don't see? Does Instagram like what? I actually should look into this now because I'm actually kind of getting close to actually like I don't care. Like I'm totally cool with like showing y'all if y'all want. I just don't know how it all kind of works yet, really. So I don't want to show it until I kind of make sure that there's anything too personal. But right now, based on pure ad revenue, on like my average viewership of like 4 or 5 people a day, and I stream 5 days a week, 8 hours a day normally to 9 hours if I wake up early enough. I'm probably making a good, I think it's what, like $7-8 a month? It's not a lot at all by any means. So, which is why, like I said, it's a hobby. But this is purely and solemnly only on Twitch. I'm not partnered with YouTube yet. I'm about to be, hopefully at 500. Subscribe! Hopefully YouTube should, a little bit better and dude, if I could freaking figure out a way, oh, you have no idea. If I ever get to the point where this is like, sorry, this is a completely different freaking topic. Anyway, point being, I would love to do kind of that type of things where I could like reinvest monies that I make on the channel back into the thing. Whatever the point is, I'm wondering if Instagram makes like a bunch of cash because I post a lot of stuff on Instagram, but I've never looked at it as like a good way to like make like a living off of this stuff, like content creation. I've heard TikTok, but I've heard TikTok on both extremes, where some people say it's amazing and some people say it's horrible. Like, so I don't know.
Pantry, and it was basically.
I guess Twitter. What was the results again of the Mr. Beast like Twitter testing?
Made to provide cookbook
Twitter
and
like
healing
good for
methods for terminal cancer. I can only imagine you.
Regardless,
had a
I'm
loved
going to be
one
streaming there in the near
2014 who had
future.
terminal cancer, and they're following this app
These
that's
reactions.
advertised to help heal them. This is just depressing and infuriating to see. And around this time, some reporters and Belle's friends started to actually look into all of her lies. They also started to look into her donation history because this entire time, she was claiming that she was donating some of these funds that she was receiving. Yeah, spoiler alert, just like everything else, that was a lie as well. So this is when another key player to the story enters, Chanel.
I don't believe you. I need proof. No way she lied. She seems like such an honest person.
She's the name of Belle's friend that's considered the original whistleblower because in 2015, Chanel told a newspaper that she thought Belle's entire story was fake. Chanel also claimed that Belle had faked a seizure at her own son's
Shout out to Chanel for being a real one.
4th birthday party. So, that is horrifying behavior.
Wait, what?
She thought Belle's entire story was fake. Chanel also claimed that Belle had faked a seizure at her own son's 4th birthday party. So, that is horrifying behavior. It's safe to say that things are starting to look like that it's for a little bit more than just money, because faking a seizure just in front of your friends and family, that's not for a check.
Yeah, that seemed like,
That's just to get attention by taking the attention away from your own child. And this is around the point where things start to fall apart for Belle. The newspaper starts running stories showing.
Either that or she's just really dedicated to the bit, bro. She probably like, nah, bro, they're gonna be investigating me. Or like, again, though, like, I want to give the benefit of the doubt here to a certain extent. The last thing you want is to have that one instance where that so it's like, she should get checked up. And if there's like, now that there's money involved, and now that there's like people getting scammed involved, she should have evidence or a diagnosis that she actually has seizures or something like that. You get me?
That the donations that she claimed to send.
Normally, I would say no. That's private. No one needs to know jack squat. And even though I still kind of do feel that way, even in this situation, at the same time, I'm like, no, you're scamming people. Like, there's a lot of money on the line here. You said you donated a lot of money. This could absolutely be donation fraud. Like, unfortunately, like now we have to like question everything, whether you're even genuinely sick.
to other people were never received by these organizations. Her friend then starts to hold interventions for her, asking to see her medical records.
We were hoping to write an initial article which would have said something like, there are doubts about Belle Gibson's diagnosis. But none of her friends who we were speaking to at that point were prepared to speak on the record. So Bo and I then thought, well, if she's lying about this, then what else is she lying about? And she was also...
And I get it too, because it's kind of like, it's one thing to be like, I don't think it's real, because I kind of know her personally, and it's just like, you know, it's a little suspicious, you know, but it's a whole other thing to, like, come out in news and be like, I think she's faking it with absolutely no evidence whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like...
So claiming at that point to be giving large parts of...
if anything, I give respect to them for not irresponsibly going out there without, like, hey, I don't really have the evidence, or I just know that this is, like, very suspicious behavior, and frankly, I'm just not seeing it. You get me?
All their profits
it's better
away
that they didn't
to
want to come
various
forward
charitable
yet,
organizations.
until there was more evidence.
So we started looking into that angle, and it really didn't take long for that to start unraveling. So that was a story that we knew we could write.
Finally, Gibson admits to the magazine that her diagnosis was fake. She's quoted as saying, none of this is true. I don't want forgiveness. I just think speaking out was the responsible thing to do. Above anything, I would...
None of it's true. I don't want forgiveness. I don't want that thing that there was no way in hell anybody was gonna give me. Because you're a horrible person. Oh, it's okay. She doesn't need... She's not asking you for forgiveness. She's good. Thank you. It's like saying I grant you permission to not forgive me. It's like, oh, goody. It's a good thing you told me, because I wasn't sure whether it was okay to not forgive you. Like, shut the hell up. Damn, bro.
Like,
still trying to be the freaking moral center of gravity here, so to speak.
She's human. She's obviously had a big life. She's respectfully come to the table and said what she's needed to say, and now it's time for her to grow and heal. Yeah, okay, that's all well and good, but what about the money you basically scammed people out when they were in a desperate
where's
situation?
all that at?
What about all of the people who trusted you?
You can't just say sorry and move on.
As a role model to get them through this horrific journey. And
you need to return. First of all, she needs to go to jail for donation fraud, for charity fraud, because she is claiming. I feel like, and this would be a good question to ask. Legal Eagle and other smart YouTubers. But like, would that be charity fraud if, like, cause say she's saying that she's donating all this money to cancer charities, and you as someone who wants to help out cancer charities, you're like, well, she donates all the monies, and I don't really trust all these other companies that are saying that they're giving money, because a lot of times they might not actually be giving out the money. They might just be pocketing it or whatever, 90 cents out of the dollar you give goes to them, and then 10 cents goes to actual charity and all that stuff. So they might donate to her, but basically by thinking like, oh, well, she seems to have it all figured out. I'll donate to her and she'll donate from there. So by proxy, I'm donating or helping out the cause. And I feel like by putting that image out, I feel like that's what she was basically doing. And so I feel like, would that not still be considered, like a charity fraud to a certain degree? Well, who knows? I guess that would be a whole legal battle.
Situation who might have listened to you rather than pursuing a proper cancer treatment. She's a scumbag, no matter how you put it. I don't have any sympathy for her. I've lost one of my best friends to leukemia in 2019, and I
feel sorry for her family, bro. Her brother. I don't know if that was her dad or her brother. I think it might have been her brother. Bro looked destroyed internally. Like you could see he was trying to hold it in. Like it felt real sad.
I lost my grandmother to leukemia as well. So anyone who fakes this horrible diagnosis,
the horrible part about all this, and the reason why I feel like a lot of people get emotional with these topics, is that we've all lost people. All of us have probably, more than likely, it's just like have lost people to cancer, and so that's why it's like just so sick to play with something like that, and to use it for something like this.
especially to grift online, deserves everything coming to them. I guess the only satisfaction these people can get is watching her crash and burn in interviews.
Belle, it's all here. It is all here. You know, you go on Instagram in 2013. I have been healing a severe and malignant brain cancer for the past few years with natural medicine, Gerson therapy and foods. It's working for me.
Why?
It is.
You know what's like even sadder is that, like, let's be honest, you know you're faking all this. You know you're like, it's all a lie. That means she knew that there was nothing she could do to come up on here and save face. There was nothing that she was going to accomplish here. She just wanted the attention. Whether it was positive or negative attention. You get what I'm saying? She just wanted to be on TV.
Except you didn't have brain cancer.
No, I didn't.
No.
But when I was writing that, I thought that I did, and I was feeling well.
Yes, but even then you misrepresented what you thought was...
What does she mean she thought she did, though? Like, did she ever get a diagnosis? And if she did, then she should show that. Like, what the hell are you talking about?
It's your truth.
Okay, so it's her truth that she had brain cancer. What does that even mean? But apparently in 2017, the court actually found Belle guilty and found that she profited from misery and deception. She was given a $410,000 fine, and she still has not paid a cent of that. So now is the obvious question, where is she now? There's obviously been a Netflix documentary that's recently...
Well, she's probably gonna... I'm gonna go on a wild guess. There's gonna be a Netflix documentary. She's gonna try to sue them for money because she needs the money. And then on top of that, I'm gonna assume she's gonna be trying to hide out until it gets sent to collection, I'm assuming.
Aired on this, which is why people are bringing this back up. And she still...
If she stays on the platform, I'm gonna lose it.
To this day, has not paid her dues. And unfortunately, you can't find Belle anymore. Because now, she's going by Sabantu.
Monke, Sabantu?
What?
Hiya, today we met in Melbourne, Australia. Our diaspora community, Oromo community of Australia, met to discuss the current situation of Ethiopia, specifically Oromia, but...
It almost seems like she went from one grift to another grift. Either way...
Is she gonna start trying to get donations for Ethiopia that she's gonna also pocket? No freaking way, dude. That's what it seems like.
It's safe to say all my homies dislike Sabantu now as well. But I mean, who knows? Let's see if all this attention from the Netflix show drags her back out from being Sabantu. But until then, YouTube thinks you'll enjoy this video, so feel free to check that out. And hey, if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys.
Yo, what are the odds? That's the one we're watching next.
Hopefully in the next video. Peace.
It's almost like the algorithm. Oh, that's not that one, right? That one's like a minute. There's like an actual, like, full-length one. But before we move on, phenomenal video, absolutely fantastic. I'm gonna share this on the Discord. Thanks for hanging out. Like or dislike, comment, and subscribe, and become a Monodachi today! I live stream all day, Monday through Friday, so go say hi! That's all for now, Monos. Goodbye, and thanks for swinging by. Salut!